Yeah, I don't follow what they're on, I always steer. Plus the end is near for these calicos, I'm here. Better check the rear view, your highness, I abide by this. Driving I be tied together like vice grips. I slip my mouth sometimes when I don't like when these man try to ignore the fire that I shit out my hole. Loose lips, lose control. No Janet can amount to the queen of all the most. Money, cars, wholesome topics simply irrelevant. Souls brought in soul parole just for the spin. Air pollution be the only solution to greatness, but we see right through him, the picture is tainted. Mine like Huey and Riley, but I'm shy, see. Different kind of book when I'm mic is all that I see. Venomous flows like faucet, don't break your tooth tryna bite down right on the sound, because loud wise filled with a whole lot of potency. I'm growing seed, they know it's me. Peep game, false prophets in agreement with all of the demons. They supporting plenty scumming, you sucking the semen. Every power has its rise and fall. Decline calls from distractions, so my rise get tall like crouching. Still keeping the balance, tripping over the carcass. Giving thanks to the maker, you're pointing me as the painter now. Yeah, I sold the meat from the bones to seek the truth. Truth never fun to some, at where your tongue kids be dying, going missing. Government don't give a fuck now. Yeah. I sold the meat from the bones to seek the truth. Truth never fun to some, at where your tongue kids be dying, going missing. Government don't give a fuck now. Now you know I'm coming through. When the growth look good on you, best believe they wanna screw now. I've been trying to climb, devil threw me in the dark. Baby, don't be insecure, you can still go make a mark like blow. Could never let them drain my soul now. Blow. Table turning like doorknobs, wow. Blow. I think I'm about to set sail. I'm a walking, living legend, walking with my chest out. Life keep dealing me cards, I keep fitting in love.
Whew. What's going on, people? What's going on? It's G. We are back in the building. We're back in the building. Good morning to everybody inside, whether that be on Twitter, whether that be on YouTube, whether that be whatever illegal websites you people use. Pick up to your damn self. Hope everyone had a good evening. I'm with my guys, Savage and Jerry, or AKA Tiago. Lads, how we doing this morning, man? How we doing?
Morning, bro. Yeah, man. Good, bro. Chilling. Yeah, man. Decent morning still. Feel like I've been up for ages, though. But
did you go gym this morning?
Yeah. I got back about half an hour ago, man. So a bit rush job, but it was all right, man. It was all right. It got busy, though. It started to get busy now, so I had to escape, bro. But yeah, not too bad, bro.
So I like to hear. Tiago, how we doing, man?
I'm calm, man. I'm calm. I'm just chilling in my flip-flops. Recovering still. Oh, I'm calm. I'm confident. Big up Savages all in the building.
Big up, man.
Awesome, man. As you guys can already see, man. As you guys can already see, the name, the caption of the video. Big up everyone inside, by the way. Make sure you're smashing the like, sharing, and subscribing. Jerry just said it there. Oh, sorry, aka Tiago just said it there. Chilling in his flip-flops. And that's the name of the video, man. Flip-flops and player FC. Are we too quick to judge players and managers, to be fair? Are we too quick? I was sitting there the other day, and you guys already know, especially when it comes to like players, and specifically players more so than anything, but especially recently with the news that we found out yesterday that broke about Amarim and stuff like that, I was like, you know what, this show's perfect for this kind of conversation where people keep flip-flopping so much. I'm surprised they're not tripping over half the time, because the amount of times I will hear on a stream or online, mostly social media, but we see it on streams where 1 minute someone will say such and such is a good player, or really, really good. He's in fantastic form. I think he can go on and be amazing. As soon as they go 3 games and not perform to whatever level that you had them at, all of a sudden, you know what? I don't even think he really fits, you know? Nah, you know, I've always thought that this player wasn't really that good. You know, I always thought he was just on form. And I sit there sometimes and I tried to keep my mouth quiet most of the times, but you know, more time I'm going to start arguing with people, and because I want people to explain. I'm someone, I need you to explain your point Not so that I agree, just so I understand it. Because at least if I understand it, then I can at least see your viewpoint on why you think the way that you do. And then, of course, vice versa. So there's a whole host of players, and usually I would have like pictures and whatever, but I was like, there's not really any need. Like, being a Liverpool fan, I see it every single day. Gakpo's the newest player. Savage, Thiago, you guys will know. We've seen, like, and I mean, we've literally, Savage, when you're doing the calling show with ends, the way people spoke about Gakpo not too long ago was like, nah, this brother needs to leave. Look at this, look at that. Man was dissing his trim, pick up Roms, because man said he had the church boy trim and that. Like, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Now,
church boy drummer, innit? He was a church
church,
boy drummer.
Church boy drummer trim. Can you imagine that? But it kind of did look like that, to be fair. Now, fast forward, what? I think 3 games? Yeah, Atalanta, Crystal Palace, and Fulham. Cool. Fast forward 3 games. Nah, Gakpo has to start, you know. He has to start.
Yeah.
Has to start. He has to be, nope, he's the best option that we've got on that left wing. I'm sorry. Did we forget that Diaz also plays on the left wing? Did we forget that Nunes has sometimes played on the left wing? Nunes is another one. People told me, yeah, this guy's this. Obviously, we already know the discourse around Nunes, but constant flip-flopping. But to be honest, at first I was like, yeah, it doesn't really bother me. Like, it is what it is. Football fans will be football fans. They'll say this, they'll say that, blah blah blah. But after a while, I can't lie, you just sound stupid after a while. I'm not saying you can't change your mind, by the way, on anything that you say, of course. I mean, things change. Context has to be applied to certain things because certain factors have to be taken into account when we're talking about football because it changes very relatively quickly. But the way it changes in this fan base, and I'm going to keep hammering at these kind of things. And I don't want people to think that I'm constantly getting at the Liverpool fan base, but I want you to look in the mirror at least once, and understand the things that you're doing. You need to understand what that looks like. I know you might not care, but you need to understand what that looks like amongst everybody, not just the Liverpool fan base. Like I said, I know we're going to say, I don't care. Why would I care about another fan base? I get all of that. Unfortunately, what that then means is that anything you do say, whether it be true or whatever, no one's going to take that seriously. It's a bit like the child who always lies. If that one day he's telling the truth, that one day when he's like, nah, mum, honestly, someone broke into the house, they stole everything. We ain't believing you. I'm calling the police on you now. It's these kind of little things, and then your credibility just goes out of the window. And I'm tired of speaking to, like, I speak to a lot of other different fans and stuff like that, and I speak to a lot of other different people. Thank you, Kels, the boy who cries wolf. Like, speaking to them, they don't take man seriously in that kind of context. They don't, like, and I'm not saying you need to care. I'm definitely not saying that. What I am saying is, if that's the road that we're gonna go down, just understand what you're doing. And I don't think that Liverpool fans, and I can only speak about the Liverpool fan base because I am a Liverpool fan, Liverpool fans are gonna need to hit that harsh reality real soon and understand that, yeah, some of the stuff that we're saying, ain't no one taking that seriously. So when people laugh at us, when people call us certain things, I'm not going to say it because I know the connotations behind it, but when they say certain things, there's a reason why they say certain things. There's a reason why they call us moaning all the time. There's a reason why they don't believe half the things that we say, because we never seem to be able to back it up. We're constantly, talking about this, talking about that player, talking about this manager, talking about that manager, X, Y, and Z. And really, my kind of question to kind of start off this stream is, do you guys think that social media has kind of, I don't even want to say corrupted, because social media has corrupted the world regardless, but in the context of football, do you think that's played a massive part in the way that we even view things within the football world? I'll start off with Thiago, seeing that he's never actually ever here. I think he's got a better look.
Man unmuted himself to laugh, and then dipped off.
Yeah, for real. And big up everybody inside, by the way. Big up everybody inside. But yeah, go on, Thiago.
Yeah, man. Like, of course, social media. I think, obviously, you, depending on your algorithm and what you're viewing, it's going to give you, I think, a skewed perception, or an extreme version of whatever you want to go and see. Like, if you want to be ultra positive, head on to X, man. Head on to Twitter, and you're going to find the most positive fans telling us the league's still in our hands. City are going to drop 10 points. Do you know what I mean? Amram's still going to come. They're tracking his flight. They're saying that he made a diversion to, do you know what I mean, John Lennon Airport. Do you know what I mean? All this madness. And then you got the other side of it where, you know, it's doom and gloom. Every player's garbage. And yeah, it's just, yeah, I think, again, there's no objectivity in it from a fan's perspective. I think this tribalism within fans just enables people to just spew stuff without any accountability. Do you know what I mean? It's like if do you know what I mean? If I went and said to you guys now, yeah, like I don't know, you see Nico, actually he's a Liverpool fan, he's an ex-Liverpool player. Let's say I said, oh, you see Willy Bolly that used to play at Wolves. Probably a world-class centre-back, man. He's the best centre-back. I mean, on form, he's the best centre-back in the league. Just because Wolves have had a couple of good games. Everyone would look at me and be like, bro, you're chatting shit, right? But if I said it to a Liverpool fan base and I said, you know what? Kwanzaa might be the third best centre-back in the league. Man are agreeing with me, you know? Man be like, yeah, you're right. Like, calling VVQ, man. Like, he's Virgil van Dijk 2.0. He's actually better than Virgil van Dijk. At his age than what Virgil van Dijk was, and again, it's just this over the top reactionary nonsense, and then again, you can't. Then it makes it difficult for, I guess, everyone else, like every other fan base, to kind of judge what we're saying on certain players, because then when we're complaining about, oh, but FSG don't do this and they don't do that, and we haven't got the players and we can't compete with City because we haven't got the money, you've been telling us, yeah, I mean, the whole time that your squad's the best and we've got the best squad. I've heard, like, shout out to Jamie Phillips. He said that, I mean, Liverpool's squad is the best in the league earlier this year. I got the tapes. And now I'm hearing that our squad's not good enough to compete and we were never good enough. So it's like it's just in the moment, what do you feel in it? They look at these players and they get this overwhelming bit of emotion. Do you know what it is? I think Savage said it yesterday, innit? These men a lot of men just haven't had girls, have never been with a ting, innit? So, you know, like as a kid, like 13, 14, and you get your first girl, maybe even 16, right? Let's just say 16, age of consent. And you do your first ting with a girl. You think that's it, innit? Like, you think that's it. You're just like, yeah, that's gonna be my ting. I'm with her. Like, I love her. We're gonna get, like, do you know what I mean? She's gonna be my wife. And then that's just because of one, like, kiss, or like she gave you a gift or whatever. When you grow up, you realize, yeah, that don't mean anything. But at the time, it's like with these guys, it's like any goal, any little bit of skill, and it's like, oh my god, yeah, like Javier in International Week done like a Rabona. And man were telling him, telling me, Foden can never do that. Foden's not on Elliot's level. He just hasn't been given the opportunity. I was like, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. And it's just, yeah, man. Social media is a problem, man. But I think irrespective of social media, to answer your question, I think that issue would still be there because of just tribalism with fans.
What about you, Sav, man? How did you kind of look at things? I know you both, but to be honest, I think, and just before you go, I think like both of you, that's why I feel like the right people to come on today and speak on this kind of stuff, because you're both quite level-headed. And I know, by the way, there's nothing wrong with being level-headed, nothing wrong with being too emotional. Football's an emotional sport, so I expect a level of emotion. But I'm talking more about like the overreactions to certain things. Like, you know, I think that bugs me more than anything. And I'm here to call it out. But yeah, sorry, go on, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you said about social media, I think in life in general, bro, social media is full of extremists now, bro, in either way. And it's leaked into football. What Jerry said is right. There's no accountability, so people can just say anything because, yeah, whatever. Well, you called me out on it, bro. Well, I said something else now. I don't care, bro. I'm faceless. It is what it is. So it's a little bit different between, obviously we're all fans and that, but it's a bit different between people commenting and then people who are content creators doing the same thing. I feel like content creators as a whole now have like cult-like followings on it, depending on what kind of content creator you are. If you're one of these extremist ones and you say stuff really loud and shout all the time and have these crazy views, you'll have a cult following underneath it that will just go along with what you've said, and they'll start spilling it out everywhere else, bro. That's why you'll hear stuff after games. Sounds like it's original, and then you get onto it and oh, somebody else already said this. This is from somebody else's channel. It's nothing's original anymore, bro. No one can think for themselves. So you could come off the pitch. Think of just a regular player rating, bro. You come off the pitch thinking somebody played a certain way. That's what I thought. I watched it, and this is what I think, innit? Your favorite content creator with his cult following, everyone in the chat saying that you're talking rubbish, bro, and this geezer saying that he played rubbish. All of a sudden, you're just like, oh yeah, he played rubbish. And it just goes like that all the time, bro. No one can't think for themselves. Everything's too far. So if someone has a bad game, the terrible Salam, which we've had, especially with the Liverpool fan base over the last, since that Man U FA Cup game, it's just a bunch of Sal Gakpo, Sal Diaz, Sal Gravenberch, Sal Nunes. And I'm just like, bro, you're just going to be left with no player, Sal Salah. It's crazy. But then I think the worst of it's been since Christmas. Diaz and Gakpo's had it the worst, isn't it? Yeah. Nunes kind of goes all the way through, but because people just like him, that's when you get the most extremists, because you get the people who like, you've seen them, you hear him in the stadium. If Nunes puts his shin pads on, everyone starts cheering,
brother.
You know what I mean? And then and we know that he's been out here missing open goals and that before, and it's like them people can't handle the fact that he actually done that, so they have to defend it with other stuff, bro. Like he runs and that. I'm like, yeah, no one cares today because today he missed an open goal. And then it's like, then the extremist ones who don't like him, they start picking at everything he does. So then he'll have a shot from outside the box what wasn't really supposed to go in. The keeper makes save. Oh, Nunes should be scoring that. That's why he's shit. We should sell him. I'm like, well, you're both extreme there, because that doesn't make any sense. The Gakpo and Diaz one, probably the worst ones, because there was a period where Diaz wasn't good, bro. He wasn't playing good. And that's when everyone was just like, get him. But it was personal, bro. It was like, get him out, his shit, blah, blah, blah. Then he started picking up his game and that we weren't scoring much goals. Then he started scoring a few. Then there was that period, which was only about 4 weeks ago with Gakpo, where every thumbnail I saw was, there's a problem with Gakpo, Salim, get him out of the club, bro. But I mean, I saw it with, I think I watched the Redman TV video, and it was like, there's the problem with Gakpo, bro. And then I watched it yesterday, and they were like, he's been the best player, bro. And I said, I mean, it's not really. When you did the review of the game, what did I say? I said, some of the stuff are basic things, but because he's not been good, it looks extra great, bro. But there's just normal basic things, bro. What Jerry just said, Harvey's been good in the England games, isn't it? But the Rabona thing was just like, I think, as if he done that. I don't need extremists to start telling me that this is why, blah, blah, blah. My breath, stop it. And then we've got the thing where they can't just sit in the feelings of the player. They have to take it. They're like, I'm ready to go to war with it. Let me pick out one of the Man City players because it's Man City, and use them to. And I'm like, you don't want to be comparing people to Man City players, bro. You're gonna lose, you know. So that's why Nunes has been failing from the start, even if he does anything good. Because the first thing everyone done was he's tall and a striker. Nunes versus Haaland.
Yeah, straight away.
And you can't tell me you've not heard this season. At some point, someone said, "Well, yeah, Haaland's obviously a better goal scorer, but Nunes is a better footballer than him."
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You know, Man City fans.
The crazy thing about it, just to interrupt. The crazy thing about it is Liverpool fans done that. City fans weren't looking at Nunes that to comparison. Liverpool fans made that comparison and said, we got the better version of Nunes. It started with the price, right? Yeah. So people were like, but you didn't, because you paid more for Haaland. Yeah, but if you amortize that amount over this amount of years and amount we pay him wages, it's actually a cheaper deal. And if he does this, he's going to be better than Haaland. Like, and it's just like, we've done this to ourselves. No one else did it.
I'm with Jerry, bro. It's literally as a threat. I said this to Enzo all the time. He'll be like, oh, yeah, because you know the narrative's going to be. And I keep saying, no, and stop, bro. It's not the rival fans, bro. That's not who I hear off, bro. When you hear rival fans say stuff and it's certain like sound bites and that, they've taken it off Liverpool fans and they're laughing about it because, you went to extreme with something. So that's where they're like, oh, Hungarian, Steven Gerrard and all that, and they're laughing at it. They didn't come up with it and go, have you got Hungarian Steven Gerrard all of a sudden? No, you usually like put that on him. And then when he didn't start playing well, they're just going to look at you and go, I thought you said he was better than Odegaard. I thought you said he was better than De Bruyne. Because that's what Liverpool fans done in the first 3 weeks of having him. He was the best.
Yeah.
Not that he was playing the best. He was just the best, bro.
He was just,
to take away any experience what De Bruyne and that's gone. And we've seen it, bro. The football extremists, De Bruyne shit, Haaland shit. Foden, we're not sure about him. Okay, I don't know how that works and that.
How about we had during the international, the last international
Yeah.
break. Thierry Henry wasn't even that good, you know. Yeah, he was Thierry Henry. I was like, what did he do to even deserve this kind of all of a sudden?
You know, it's extreme when man after when the argument is when you're going, come on, it's Thierry Henry, then they say, where was Thierry Henry at 31? I don't care, bro. I don't care. Like that's a metric for me to hold it by. Now, when you're talking about fine details and you're doing some kind of ranking or something, you might have to go to the well of all these little intricate things.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
having a regular conversation. Don't tell me. I don't care what he's doing at 31.
I don't care. I fully don't care. And the thing is, it doesn't matter to the
yeah, the price tag thing changes depending on how you feel about a player, innit?
Yeah.
So if it's this much, then they're like, okay, well, he's killing it at the moment, so let's make the price seem cheaper, so it makes it sound like we got a bargain for this. And then when somebody goes, this shit, you pay this much money, to go, yeah, but in euros. And I'm like, bro, I don't know about you, man. I live in England, bro. I don't care about euros or dollars, bro. Oh, but with add-ons, it means that.
Yeah, that's the worst one, isn't it? It's like, yeah, he was only £60 million, and then when they're grilling him, he was 80 million euros plus add-ons.
Oh,
like
Nunes doesn't have a fixed price, by the way. Like Nunes,
he doesn't have a fixed price, bro.
He has a. He doesn't have a fixed price. When he's good. No, you only cost 60 mil. Like, look how much the market is now. And then, as you said, yeah, when he is turning dead and missing open goals and that, yeah, this is why you can't buy an £80 million flop. And I'm just like,
yeah, Nunes is on a subscription. He's on a flexible subscription. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're either gonna get full access or just some access. Like.
Everything's quick. Everything's quick now.
Depends on a month.
Yeah, exactly. There's a quick turnover of everything now, and obviously social media's got little sound bites and quick clips and reels on that now, so that's quick as well. And people's feelings of how they feel about a player. Sometimes you can sit there and go, yo, I don't know, man. I didn't think this guy was that good before, but I don't have to say something. You know, there's need to pick up everyone's phone and start commenting something. Bro.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I can just sit there. Remember, I told you I always use the same example of when I said that I didn't think Rodri was that great.
Yeah.
But I never came out and dissed him or anything. But when I had videos and I was just like, I don't know about this Rodri. I don't really like. But then I done a video with Man City fans, bro, and they said, you're right. To be fair, when we first got him, bro, I didn't really feel like he was gonna be that guy. And I was like, oh, okay. Man are trying to go, oh, Savage, remember when you said I didn't diss him? I just said I didn't feel like he was the guy. And then when he felt like he was the guy, I was like, nah, I was wrong still, bro. This geezer's kind of cold, bro. Can't even lie. Yeah. But I didn't come out going, oh, he's shit, bro. And yo, look at him compared to Fabinho and Fernandinho and that. He could never, bro. I'm not. There's no need to do that. You know what I mean? Man U fans have gone through all season with 1 minute Garnacho's cold, then he's not cold. Kobbie Mainoo's better than Steven Gerrard straight away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bruno's great, but then Bruno's shit, but then he's great again. Just trust me because we got Rasmus, but no, Rasmus shit, but then he scored, then he's top goal scorer in the Champions League. Told you he's the guy, then he's not the guy, then he scored 5 games in a row. Like, so he told you, then he ain't scored since. He's shit. Just sit, bro. You got a whole season of football, just watch it in it and see what happens.
And I think that's almost the problem that we kind of have in today's game is that, as Savage said, because we're so quick to pick up our phones and have to type something because we want to be first. We kind of want to be. We almost want to be seen as I said it first or I did this first, as opposed to that's what you even really think. It's just more, I want to say this thing first, and obviously it will gain whatever traction that it will gain, and then obviously go from there. And then I can use this as evidence later on down the line, etc., etc. But and I'm like,
what's that one line? It's I called it, innit? That's the line. I called it. And I'm always like, I remember when you said, shut up.
Yeah, and I'm always like, the thing is, again, like I said, think how you want to think, do what you want to do. It's not that type of conversation I'm trying to have. The problem, especially, and more so, I can only speak on the Liverpool fan base because I ain't in other fan bases. I only speak every now and again and see certain things. But within the Liverpool fan base, and again, you can see by the picture that of the thumbnail and everything, these are the 3 players that I looked at. Obviously, there's other players, Jones, Elliott, and we can talk about them. But when we look at those 3 players, you know, Gakpo, Gravenberch, and Nunes, Diaz, if you want to throw in there, whoever, when I'm looking, I'm just like, bro, like the changing of the guard for some of these guys has been absolutely crazy. And I'm almost like, are we just, that's why I asked the question in the caption, are we just too quick to like judge players in a general sense. Listen, I'm not saying with some players you can there's some players you can just see if they're going to be kind of good or bad or indifferent, like you don't really know, blah, blah, blah. You can kind of see it from your first couple of games with this kind of person. But I almost feel that, say specifically with Agakpo, I almost feel kind of sorry for him in a sense, yeah, because he came to the club at a time where none of us wanted attackers. We were like, what are you doing? We all want a midfielder. It's not his fault, by the way. He didn't ask, he didn't say, yeah, get me instead of getting a midfielder. Heck, he was on the way to Manchester United as far as I was concerned, kind of thing. I didn't even think about, getting someone like him. We obviously got him, opportunist kind of move, no problem. So he's come in, he came in during such a bad period where everyone was already vexed that we weren't spending money on a midfielder, which isn't his fault, by the way. When he does come in, everyone's, I guess, got the kind of expectation of, yeah, brother, if you're coming in, I need you to score 30 goals between now and the end of the season. By the way, we're in January, but I need you to score 30 goals between now and the end of the season whilst playing in a team that is absolutely performing crap throughout the season. But I need you to do that. And if you don't do that, then we're going to moan, we're going to say this, we're going to say that. Now, when Gakpo come in, I remember I was very indifferent about him because I was like, yeah, he's good in PSV and for Holland, but I don't know what he'd be like for here. Then obviously seeing him play, at first I thought, he looks like he's got the fundamentals, but overall, I don't know. It's especially with Klopp and the role and blah, blah, blah. Then he went through that kind of period, I think maybe to towards the end of the season where you were like, nah, you know what, actually, he's actually doing his thing, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward to the beginning of this season, man starts playing central midfield, being darted around everywhere, blah, blah, blah. He's losing form. When he's coming on, he's looking lethargic. He's just not looking himself. He's not really looking ready, blah, blah, blah. So he goes through that kind of period of time. Once he goes through that period of time, that's when a lot of people are saying, you're not even really talking about him. You're just more like, when we're naming the team and doing a predicted lineup, he doesn't even really get mentioned unless it's a Europa League or Cup game kind of thing. Then we get to January, February, then it starts to bubble no, we need to sell this guy, man. He's just not fitting into anything. I mean, he scored 14 goals or 15 goals or whatever it is now and 4 assists. So his GA, as people like to call it, is pretty decent if you actually looked at it. I think it's even better now than Jota's, or maybe level with Jota, even though Jota's been injured. Then we get to the last month, but just before these last 3 games, where everyone's like, nah, have to sell Gakpo. Gakpo's got to go, etc., etc., etc. Cool. We're in the middle of the season. We ain't selling anybody anyway, but he's got to go right now. Okay, no problem. Last 3 games now, where he started to pick up a little bit of form, and it goes back to what I said on the other stream about our strikers are our forward line is like this. One person will go through form, and then towards the end of that form, a next guy will jump into form, and then he goes through form. The next guy jumps into. No one's going to be in form at the same time. It just they're not consistent enough to do so. Now that he's in form, I'm just looking at it and I said the revisionism amongst his fan base is hilarious. Now, man, are saying he has to start, but 2 seconds ago, Nunes was the striker. He has to play because.
Remember before Nunes got, because he went that it was a period when he went 9 games without scoring. Then he started scoring again, but he's getting more assists. And then it was AFCON, and one of the games Klopp played him left wing to start. Yeah, and we won that game. And after that game, bro, the way everyone changed, they said, "Yeah, it's done now. We got to play him on left wing. That's his position." I said, "You lot just told me he was the best striker, brother. What are you talking about?" And now no one even talks about him playing on the left again.
No,
but they will though. It will come back around. They will talk about it again.
Of course it will.
We then got that whole situation with Nunes. It's just Nunes is up front. He's not scoring goals. It's he gets played on the wing, and it's see, Nunes is more than a striker. He gives you more. He creates chances off the left. He can be pivotal with Jota. That's going to be amazing. That's why he's better than Haaland. And then he goes back up front, scores a couple goals. This is why he's our number 9. This is why he's, he's Darwizzy. Do you know what I mean? He's risen. Darwizzy wise.
I can't lie. I actually shudder when I hear people say it. Sorry. I shudder. I pop a shudder when I hear people say Darwizzy.
Darwin.
And okay, you know what bugs me the most? Big up everybody who goes to the games every single time, and you can do what you want. You're at the game, you can do whatever. I know when I'm at Liverpool game, you will never ever hear me say Nunes, Nunes, Nunes. I absolutely hate that chant. Savage said it earlier on. Donny will put on his shin pads, Nunes, Nunes. I'm like, what is even
the game? What we just had, what I was speaking to you about, and I said, man came on and decided to not pass the ball and hit the side netting, and the fans started cheering Nunes, bro. I'm like, bro, if Gravenberch's done that, bro, man would have heard some murmurs still. Can't even lie.
Bro, real talk. And that's what I don't like, because you like, for me, I always think to myself, I like people to remain consistent. Like, I like your energy to always be the same when we're talking about certain things and when you're doing certain things. You're right. If it was Gakpo who did that and just smashed the ball, maybe when he should have potentially passed, or
no, Gakpo
should have
did,
been onside.
he didn't he done it against Man. You remember he came on and he was only on for 10 minutes, and everyone treated him like he played the whole game, and it's like, oh, he didn't do anything, and he comes on the pitch and instead of passing, he just smash at the side netting. That's exactly what happened when we lost that game, bro. So we've seen it happen, bro. There was, remember, you can't. I don't know where that level-headed person's gone, where you can just, some people, for example, I'm quite aware that there's a big portion of people that just think Nunes isn't good enough and won't be good enough.
Yeah.
You know, you can still do that and like him.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yeah.
Which is kind of me. I'm always in between where I'm like, I like him, innit? I like him. But I came on that one time and I said, I'm just gonna just chill out for the rest of the season and die on the Nunes hill. But what am I supposed to do, bro? I'm not gonna come off and complain about him every time. He's still gonna get games. But do I know that there's better players than him out there? Yes. So that's always going to be there, that I know you can replace him with somebody else. But football's not that easy, and people just don't replace people. So I'm just going to support him because he plays for my club. He ain't done anything outlandish in real life to bother me. You know what I mean? He ain't said any racist comments or anything like that. He seemed like a decent guy. But, you know, you've got standards of what you think of football and stuff. And obviously when Klopp came in, the standard for Liverpool was different to what it is now. Yeah. Which is why I think a lot of the players is like, some people are like, nah, we can do better. But it's just when you go extreme about it, bro. There ain't nothing wrong with just saying, nah, that he's decent still. But if we're talking about Liverpool for the future and we're trying to compete with Man City and Real Madrid, and I don't think they're the guys. It's fine. That's fine, bro. It's not a problem.
No, it's true. Listen, man, I'm going to go through a couple of the comments. Pick up everybody, by the way, who's inside. Please make sure you are smashing the like. There was a couple of things that like I starred and I found it quite interesting. Big up LRFC, guys. Please make sure you do subscribe. I think they're on the road to 2K. I believe so. But yeah, no, big up them lot, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to their channel. Big up Social Joins. He put this out. No patience. Social media just garbage for football takes. Very true. And a lot of YouTubers make football content that has low level content. That's why I watch very few channels on football. Hence the reason why, and I'm not trying to say whatever, but hence the reason why I don't like doing the same old shows. I don't like doing, obviously, listen, we're not dumb. At the end of the day, we are doing content. So there's a give and take with it, is the way I kind of see it. There's going to be, for example, yesterday, the Amarim news. Of course, we're gonna, you know what I mean, we're gonna jump on it. That's content, that's news, and it's big news as well. So it's something that we know people are gonna want to talk about, engagement, etc., etc. But then I just think, as you're saying there, with the low level content, sometimes I feel like some men are just making videos to just make, or sorry, doing streams to just do streams, and I'm just like, that's fine in itself if it's a topic or if it's a conversation or whatever. But you're doing the same thing over and over. But there was a period of time, man's having the same conversation on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Come to the game Saturday, the player scores. You know what? Maybe this is different now. Maybe it's different. I'm like, brother, we just spent 5 days talking about this and saying, you telling me that this person's not good and what should we do and etc. etc. Which is fine, by the way.
Their content was FSG versus Klopp, bro.
Oh, don't even get me started, bro. I'm tired of even like I don't want to see anyone talk about no FSG this flipping summer, man. I don't like. If you do, I'm definitely getting at you 100%. You'll see me in the comments.
I think that some people are trying to get ahead of their own opinions, bro. So like they've made an opinion of something, and when they feel like just after one game, this might not be good, they're like, let me just get ahead of it and start saying, nah, you know what, blah blah blah, this and I've always said it. That's the favorite line in it. I've always said it, and I'm like, bro, you do know there's videotapes. It's here, bro. You're not deleted the videos, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You never said that. I was in the stream.
Guys, I've always said it. I've always said it. Gakpo just isn't good enough. You know what I mean? And then after that, look, I've got to be honest. Gakpo's got to start. I tell you what, Gakpo's got to start. Like he from now to the end of the season. Look, Salah's got to be benched. He's just tired. We've got to start Gakpo. Listen, I'm not even gonna.
I love when people say stuff I don't care about, so they'll jump in and that, and they'll be like, see, like whoever said the game before, yeah, Nunes just in it. Nunes scores. And like, see, Nunes haters, hold that. Where are you now? I'm like, I mean, if you ask them,
pisses me off.
they probably still don't like him.
Yeah, exactly.
honest,
As in, if anything, now because you've just said that, I actually dislike the person even more now. Just
Yeah,
because
you wanted to just go, okay, well done, Nunes, for today, man. Like, I don't really like you like that, but because that's what I'm saying about extremists. Both sides feel like they have to defend just because you've started and gone too far with it. I have to, and even within our own. I remember, I don't know if Honest is in the chat now, but I remember I was saying to him one of the days and that because somebody said something about Nunes, but Jota wasn't the best in that game, and he called out Jota for it. And I'm like, bro, allow the red herring thing, bro. Like, man, are talking about Nunes, bro. It ain't nothing to do with Jota. Like, it literally has. I remember those like Nunes missed a chance, and then on the same weekend, Haaland kicked the ball over the bar in front of the goal. And I got to the hangover show, and man are like, oh well, don't see man talking about Haaland now. First of all, I can see all over the internet them playing his missed goal. Second of all, what the fuck does Nunes missing have to do with Haaland, bro?
That, and again, that's another thing that bugs me is like, and to me, this is just more me. These are more my pet peeves. I should have called it a pet peeve show, to be honest with you, because these are the things that I'm like, we're talking about one play. To be fair, I did it. I remember when was talking yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
When Ends came on towards like the end of the stream, and he asked something about. No, he asked how was Salah in the end of the game, and I was like, remember we both said like. Well, I said, Salah and whoever came on, I think Salah and Nunes didn't really do nothing. And then Ends was like, no, we'll talk about Salah specifically. I was like, but no one did anything. Those kind of things. I'm always like, but we're talking about one Donny. Why would you bring up like the next Donny in kind of like the next?
And that's I know there's a context to like what argument you're having, and if it's like banter between people having a laugh, but when people are trying to have serious conversation, I don't understand when they bring up something else. Yeah, I mean, Klopp got the tactics wrong today. Well, Guardiola's tactics against Real Madrid.
What's that got to do with Klopp? Okay,
different games, different content, different managers, and one manager might be like they did it in the first season. I'm like, yeah, but I know Haaland missed that chance, but he's also scored 50 goals and they're about to win a treble, bro. I don't think they're worried about that.
Yeah,
and that's why Man City fans always sound calm when you try and don't say dumb stuff to them, bro. They've got an answer for everything, and they're not lying either. They never seem overly like passionate about it. Just like, what are you talking about, Nunes? Because some of them are like, oh, nah, Nunes is kind of cool still. But as soon as you mention Haaland against him, like, come on, bro. There's levels in it.
There's actually true. Big up everyone inside. I'll go through a couple more of these comments before we continue. I saw this earlier on as well. The Angel, that's exactly what I said. I was like, what? The brother with the full golden boots? That guy? The one who was part of the Invincibles team? That guy? Okay, fair enough. He is kind of dead still. He is kind of dead. The guy who still holds the record for
cemented, bro. There's a statue of him outside.
But I promise you saw it during that international period. The way that man were rubbishing Thierry Henry, I was in shock. Like, I'm talking, even you had like Arsenal fans were trying to defend him, and I was sitting there thinking, why? I wouldn't even be like answering this back. Like, Henry, nah, man can't sit here.
Kind of crazy. Yeah, they're the takes now, though, isn't it? Because I don't like doing the age thing and that, because it sounds like you're one of them old nostalgia people and that, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Sometimes when people talk, if I can't see their face, I'm like, okay, let me just put the feelers out. Oh, everyone in the chat, how old are you? Put your age in. And when I see it, I'm like, okay, there's some pattern here that you're rubbishing certain strikers because of the age you are and that. And I'm like, oh, it's the GA thing, I understand, bro. Because these men will have you thinking that Bergkamp was shit, bro.
Yeah.
And man, I tried to have a conversation. I know what Rankin was doing. But when he got to Ryan Giggs, man didn't really want to talk about him and that. And I was like, Ryan Giggs, bro, what football did you grow up on, bro? Like, oh nah, because in I think the treble season, the 99 season, I think he got 4 Prem goals in it. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, he got like 15 assists.
Yeah, he got like exactly. Yeah. And also, if I ask you what moments do you remember from that season, like, well, yeah, he scored that goal against Arsenal in the FA Cup and took his top off. Okay, so you remember. Right, so was Fergie moaning? Did Fergie take him off the pitch and go, "You're not getting enough goals for us"? He didn't, bro. But man, just trying to rubbish everything, bro, and that's the whole thing.
Big up Ultra. I beg you change that last bit if that's the real name.
What, your boy Bun's in the building, yeah?
I'm telling you, because you're not streaming, brother. Hey, big up Ultra, anyways. I judge players based on what is provided for the way that we play. Zobo has been poor, but is important to the midfield. Fans have done a U-turn on Jones just for the last 3 games, ignoring his overall. Bruv, Jones is like this anyway. The thing is with Jones, I think I will give a bit of benefit of the doubt. I think everybody universally in the Liverpool fan base would say that we thought or we knew that Jones is actually a cold player.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Jones that we saw growing up isn't the Jones that we see today. I.e., the guy who played on the left wing or an attacking midfield, was scoring bangers and doing all this kind of stuff. Obviously, he does a little bit of that now, but obviously he's more controlled in the middle of the park. When he then come to the team, and it was even something that I had to also understand as well. Unfortunately, Jones wasn't Bellingham or Pedri or Gavi. So when he came into the Liverpool side or into the squad, and we had that team at that time, which was the best team in Europe at that time, it was always going to be difficult. Again, something I had to also look at, because I was like, bro, why are you not? You know what I mean? Like, I know you're actually a baller.
Jones said it himself, bro.
Yeah. Exactly. So you almost felt like, he wasn't really going to make it, this, that, and the other. On top of that, you then had Klopp playing him in a different position, doing a completely different role to the role that we all saw him do in the academy days with Steven Gerrard and, under various other different managers. So there was almost that kind of torn between kind of thing with Jones, like didn't know what he's going to be like, blah, blah, blah. But I think the one thing that we could say is that you could see that he just wasn't even getting a run of games. I always say this, man would score a goal against Porto like that, like he did score. And you ain't seeing man for like a month, 2 months.
He's got one of the weirdest like appearance, because on appearances it will just say the number in it. You have to figure out the minutes yourself or divide it. So the context of his Liverpool career is kind of crazy, because you're right. When he first came into the team was fine, and like the team was doing what they were doing, and it had players in his position where he's not going to play over them. But then he had all these weird stuff when he was ready to come into the squad. There's like the weird section around COVID, and then when he was back from getting COVID, he had that weird eye injury, what no one saw, but it kept him out. And when he come back in, there was other players already there. It was all weird, bruv. Like I think that's the reason why my man's loan didn't work out. No, this and that. I used to like him back in the offer and that, bruv. Because by the time he was ready to play, Jones was back, fit properly, bruv. And then it's like, we don't really need you still. And then we saw last 10 games of last season, Jones and Trent was the best players, bruv.
Yeah, I think with this whole Jones situation, it's another, again, it's a flip-flopping situation.
Yeah.
He's coming in and, we've got you've got fans saying that when he comes in and he's a bit more youthful, they don't want to go and play him because we've got like Gini Wijnaldum in there, and he doesn't keep the ball as well as Gini Wijnaldum. He doesn't keep it. He wants to just move it, and he's floating about a bit more. He then goes and obviously Gino Wijnaldum left. He comes in and he's been asked to go and do this more controlled role, and then he's keeping the ball too long. Like he's not moving it quick enough. He's like, brother, like decide what you want in it. Like I think with a lot of Liverpool fans, that actually does. I'm sorry to say, I might sound a bit ignorant. They actually just don't understand football. They don't understand like when people say like, Jones holding on to the ball too much. Do you understand that no one holds the ball? Liverpool plays hot potato football. You need someone that's going to keep the ball for a bit. You need someone. That's why Gini Wijnaldum was in there. That's why Gini Wijnaldum didn't go forward. And it was the same criticism from that guy. It was the same. It was this guy, he holds on to the ball too long. He doesn't go forward. He always passes backwards and sideways. Well, there's one, common denominator, and that is Jurgen Klopp. That's what he wants from one of the midfielders. It is what it is. Yet another one, when he goes and plays for England, people are saying, "Oh my God, like this player, like Arsenal." Like at one point, like there was talks that Arsenal are trying to go and get him for the summer or January in that number 8 position because Havertz was flopping, and Curtis Jones could definitely do it if you can do it on that England squad. And it's like, when that happens, and Liverpool fans are like, "No, why would Jones leave? Like Jones has got everything at Liverpool. He can go right to the top." A week after that, you're telling me that Jones has got to go. It's like, just pick your poison and run with it, man. If you don't like the brother, just say it. You know what I mean? Don't go and chop and change and flip and flop.
Listen, man. Honestly, I'm gonna run through a bit more comments. I saw this one from Social Trains. Man out here doing comparisons of players, not even in the same positions. One team is 18, one team is top 4, zero context, starting agendas. This is the part. I saw this part. This part bugs the living daylights out of me, bro. And this is for, I'm sorry to say, this is for a lot of you Liverpool content creators. Man doing consistent streams on teams they don't even support. The reality is, forget even the support part. You're doing streams on teams that you don't even watch. So now you've watched their last game, and all of a sudden now you're telling me about, but when he does this, that, and the third, I'm like, what? You know the thing that even bugs me even more is everyone's got a different perception. Me, Jerry, and Savage, we've got a different look on how we like football, what we want to see from our teams. Like if we had our perfect team, this is what it would look like, right? Because we're three different individuals. What bugs me is if I turn around now and I say to Savage and Jerry, bro, you man like some dead football. Like how do you, these times their football just won 3 Premier Leagues like the other day. And it's like vice versa. If they also turn around to me and said, nah, but gee, your football's kind of boring and this, I'm like, hold on a minute. At the end of the day, it's just the perception. The facts are there. Like I've won, you've won. Clearly, we just like different things in what we want to see. No one's right, no one's wrong. It's just purely opinion based. But these content creators are doing too much where we're going over the top. And then I think you mentioned social, or someone mentioned about the media, because they feed in, like, because the media feed us so much rubbish, like your talk sports and people like that. These kind of channels and these kind of shows, which are just there for really sound bites, because they're now putting out whatever agenda they want to put today, like just a quick headline. If you actually click the link and read it, I promise you, it's not the same thing that they're talking about in the headline. I've done it enough because I watch TalkSport in the morning, 10 a.m.
It's not the same, bro. It's
not the same.
Even their thumbnails, bro. If you see like an angry Virgil on that thumbnail, that's Virgil from like 3 years ago. It's not like the game what just happened.
But they'll tell you, Virgil, very, very angry with one Liverpool player. These times, the you can't hear the conversation, so you don't even know. 2, as Savage said, it might even be from the same game.
And they've got characters as well, because they've got like Simon Jordan set up a certain way, Keown set up a certain way, and then Jim White's there to stir the pot. He's just there to stir the pot.
Bro, I swear he's a shit stirrer.
Bro, it's not even hidden shit stirring. He does it on purpose. Like, but wouldn't you say though, Jordan, that blah blah blah? You can't question Pep Guardiola, wouldn't you say? And then Jordan's like, bro, what are you talking about, bro?
But the thing is, that's why I kind of like Jordan, because he'll be like, what are you on about? Like, if I want to question him, I'll question him whenever I damn well like. You know, but he's funny.
People get mad at Simon Jordan because he speaks properly.
Yeah, it's true. But if you actually
he's smarter than me, I'm like, he never said he was smarter than you. Just because you don't understand the words you say, read the dictionary, bro. Well, you can't get mad at him for that, bro.
Yeah, bro, honestly, it's true. Angel, does anybody actually think Nunes has the football IQ to be our permanent number 9? I like his effort, but I'm worried he won't improve because he hasn't got the IQ. Is that an extreme opinion? No, it's just an opinion. I wouldn't say it's extreme at all. And you probably could show me evidence to that effect, but I know there's probably some people who will show you the other side kind of thing. I think, listen, look, I think with someone like Nunes specifically, he's going to divide opinion. He's literally going to divide. Like, I saw it from the jump when we were doing the whole Haaland versus Nunes thing. I said, all right, this is going to go left because, as we've seen, one guy is a goal machine and the other one isn't. But now we're going to have to start looking at different factors as to why we think this player is good for our club, which is fine. That's not a problem, kind of thing, because you're coming up against it like an elite finisher. So that's going to happen, right? The problem is, as Savage said, we're going too far left either way. Either he is world class and whatever, and he can do all these kind of things, or he's super duper shit. I don't think he's super duper shit. I don't think that would be a right thing to say.
Because the emotional thing, which is not bad. But if you're gonna have a proper conversation, then sometimes you just tell people. I can't remember what video it was. It was last season, and you and Jay was on there actually, and I said something, and I was like, if I'm just giving my emotional response, like I ain't got no reason for this answer. It's just a feeling, and I just feel like we're gonna do something. There was nothing. I didn't have anything to base it on, bro. But I told you before, innit? I'm a Liverpool fan, and we do mad shit sometimes, innit? So if I say I think Liverpool's going to win the Champions League, I just think it. We didn't. We got smoked, but it's not the point. But with Nunes, I think you take the emotion out just liking him as a person, even though I don't know him, but just what you see of his character and that. Can he be successful at Liverpool? Well, yeah, but there's obviously circumstances around that. But when you think of like other clubs in the same Premier League who are not trying to win the league, are you like Villa? That's even low. West Ham. When I think back to players that they've had, like Arnautovic and all that, I'm like, I don't think he's better than them.
Yeah, I hear it.
But people would say, but just because he plays for Liverpool, automatically adds a star to your name in it. So then you're like, if I said that in a regular video, they go, don't be stupid. He's not better than Arnautovic. But I'm like, yeah, that's because you're thinking of the team that Arnautovic was playing for the last time you saw him compared to who Nunes plays for. Whereas when you look at it properly, I'm like, nah, bro, just the regular fundamentals, bro. Like, And it's sometimes things sound like you're being extreme when you're not. You're literally just being honest.
Yeah,
you got like my man at Nottingham with the Y last name, bruv, Chris, the tall you, bruv.
Yeah.
But when you ask regular videos, you go,
we mean Woody.
Hey yo, listen.
That is it.
Hold on,
when
you're saying why last name? If your surname was Wood, what do you need to do? What you want my man to do?
My last name, boy.
Chris White.
Yeah, that's even better. Chris White.
But to be fair, I remember 12 Man did a video not long ago, and he was like, he was trying to err it on the side of being more positive about Nunes, and he said, I think he brought up like Rasmus and a couple of other people. He's like, well, if you had a one-on-one, or who would you trust to score goals in this situation? And obviously, I was just in the chat, and I was like, not Nunes, bro. Like, I'm picking Rasmus to score the one-on-one over. And he was all shocked in that, bro. I'm like, yeah, that's because you're just looking at Rasmus has scored 5 goals for United and that, but I'm just talking about fundamentals of the footballer, bro, that I can't unsee, bro. I can't unsee, bro. Because really, you don't really get to see Kai Gordon play football, and you've only seen him play a handful of times for the first team. But I'm asking, man, like, who if it goes through one-on-one, who are you trusting to score the goal?
Yeah.
And if you're a Liverpool fan and you take the emotion out of it and you can't trust a man to score it, then when someone asks the question, are they good enough for Liverpool? They're not trying to take the piss. It's just that he might not be. But if you've got regular expectation, you don't mind. And you don't mind going in and out of like couple title races here or there and winning a trophy here or there. You won't really mind too much, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because you're used to it. Especially if you've been a Liverpool fan for like 30 years. You're used to it. But if you're looking at Man City and Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, and you're like, that's where you want to get to. You want Liverpool to be a powerhouse like the 70s again. Well, then Nunes can't be the guy up front.
Facts.
Because you've seen too many mistakes.
Big ups to Strasbourg Steve in the building. Thank you for the super chat, my bro Ski. Make sure you guys also head on over to Steve's channel as well to subscribe. I think he's got a few watch-alongs.
Bro, Steve does 9 watch-alongs a day, bro.
Yes, bro. I commend Steve. Honestly, I commend you on the watch-alongs, bro. But again, he's out there watching as much football as he possibly can, learning about different types of teams, different types of players, learning so many different
things. The game yesterday was cold, wasn't it?
Oh,
the ball around.
The Milan derby was even
I love that.
But Bologna, the Bologna game, that was mad because Bologna actually bopped Roma off the park. Like I was actually kind of shocked, like how much they were bopping them off the park. Like, listen, man, motto to Liverpool, man. I said it here. He's asking here: Darwin Núñez or Callum Wilson? Are you
Mr.
asking?
Wilson.
We're saying take away injuries.
I was just that's why I was asking. Are you
goal
taking
record's
away?
better even with the injuries? Goal record's better with Wilson.
No. What I meant is, does it mean like you can sign Callum Wilson or keep Núñez?
Okay.
No, I want to. No, I'd keep Núñez if in that situation.
It's Callum Wilson, bro. Because
he
scores goals everywhere he goes, bro. He doesn't really miss chances like that. He's pretty clinical, actually.
Yeah, he is. He actually is. That's the problem with. That's why he annoys people because, and I can only imagine. I'm not a Newcastle fan, but I can only imagine he must annoy you because he actually bags, but he's always injured. A bit like Isak.
Eddie Howe loved him. That's why he brought him in because he had him at Bournemouth as well.
Yeah, he had him at Bournemouth. Thank you for the super chat.
I'll show my son a video of this. I need to get from Bridging. I was in a thingy like an MC battle with Callum Wilson back in the day. In Coventry.
Definitely get that video because
crazy.
I swear, ever chat rubbish any day, bro. Man's playing.
I'm gonna see if I can get the video. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, he's winning in life, bro. They lost the battle still, and there was a fight.
Oh, he lost. One of them ones where he lost the battle but won the war, kind of.
Yeah, that's what. He definitely won the war, bro.
He definitely won the war with how his life is obviously panned out. Big up Michael Talks again. Michael Talks' channel is on my featured channel list alongside Jerry, alongside Savage, alongside Steve, and a host of others. Make sure you subscribe. Michael, that's why Prem content creators are the worst all agenda. But yeah, I know me, Mike, we talk about this. We've spoken about this before.
Oh, include Thingy in that, bro. Sky Sports with the content creators.
Oh, bro, of course,
they just copied everything we've done and then put their Sky Sports brand on it, bro.
Put their Sky Sports brand, and I'll be honest, and I'm not even trying to sound vain. I'm talking not just my channel.
They're rubbing ideas,
Ends, Savage, bro. I've fully seen. We've spoken about something, and I promise you, the next day, and literally, not word for word, it will be changed, but it's the same thing that we're talking about, and I'm just like, well, how does that work then? Because unless you just had that in the pipeline and it's just a coincidence that the following day or 5 hours later you've just dropped the same kind of content.
I think a lot of content creators don't really believe in themselves, bro. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
true.
Like, most people,
but
I
at
mean,
the same time,
I was about to say, I can't speak for every content creator of why they became a content creator, but in the football space, usually it was like the mainstream media, bro, they're just talking rubbish. No one is trying to listen to them man sit down for 2 hours talk nonsense, and we got our own voice, and we can, you know, not. And then slowly, everyone just become the mainstream media, just on YouTube. Like, you're just doing the same thing.
You're just doing the same thing. And this is what I'm saying. That's why with content, sometimes I'm like, I can understand why at times people won't do content, because I'm just like, but this is actually kind of dead. Like,
well, yeah, man, I've started thinking about straight away. Once you get a certain amount of following and that, people know your name, then it's like, but I'm trying to get into that Klopp press conference still. I don't want to talk too much shit.
But then Savage, why? Why do you want that?
Just to say you was there.
Yeah, exactly.
I promise you this: if you not saw me in the Klopp press conference tomorrow, and I was like, "Oh yes, just Savage from Savage Talks Football there, Klopp." Yeah, instantly, man would be like, "Yeah, big up Savage, you killing it." Why am I killing it, bro? I'm just I could have just got press pass from my auntie, bro.
Yeah, bro. Real talk.
That's the perception of people.
Ash could have just bust you a press. And Ash could have just bust you a press pass, innit?
Real. You know how many things I've turned down because I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that, bro. But then people will be like, why do you turn? No, you should go and. I don't want to, bro. It doesn't align with what I do, bro.
Exactly.
I don't really care. And I'm not having man tell me what to do, bro. They're man to walk in there and tell me to take my shades off and see what happens, bro. I'm not taking it off.
I can't lie. If I ever saw Savage, yeah.
No, I'm going on Sky Sports like this, bro. I'm not taking it off.
And they're saying, "No, sorry, sir, you're gonna have to take off your shades. I'll bust up."
No, I've seen him try with expressions before, bro. And I was like, oh, he's on there. He does well for himself, to be fair. But when he was, I was like, nah, blood. I can see they're doing the little, I don't know, man, the upper class laugh at what he's saying, and I feel like you're laughing at him, bro, not with him and that. Like,
not with him, yeah. And the thing is,
and he didn't look his normal, comfortable self in that. And noticed that if he wanted to go back to Sky Sports, of course he could, but he's not been back on there, bro. Because
you saying them way there too much.
And they were like, not that way there. Sorry, mate, we don't really do that over here. Like, can you just allow it there? Big up Social Joys. The truth is, all strikers are gambles, 100%. Unless they have already proven track record. Nunes wasn't 30, so what he's doing is on the correct time phase. For some people, he is, man. I'm not here to say whether you think he isn't or not. Honesty saying Ruben Amorim will not be the coach of Liverpool or West Ham next season. From what record found out from a source close to the technician, this is the only certainty. I will bust up if you just see man at Frankfurt or some shit. Like, I'll be like, what?
It's not abnormal though, is it, for that to happen?
No, it's not.
Who's the technician?
Jokes, man. I don't know.
Nail
technician. I'm thinking the fucking.
Probably could be a nail technician for all we know. Like,
but that's what happens all the time with these. It happens with footballers as well. Remember when who was linked to us for time, bro? Was it Sangara?
Sangara, he plays for thing now.
Was he playing for Nottingham?
Not the first.
Okay, bro. That's the example I'm giving, bro.
Yeah,
you was linked to Liverpool, and you end up at Nottingham, bro, and no one cares about him again because, like, okay, it was just a name at the time, man.
Nah, for real.
Angel, what happened to Kefren Turam this season? Is he alive? I haven't heard one bit of news, you know.
Mad. Kefren Turam, forget Kefren Turam. I was just about to say, without looking on Google, someone tell me how many games roughly you think Manu Kone has played this season. I promise you, no one's probably gonna get it right.
Yo, Steve, don't answer.
Huh?
Tell Steve.
Yeah, Steve, don't answer. Not you, because you'll know. I'm talking about everyone else. Tell me now how many games Manu Kone has played, because man wanted him DM this last season, bro. As in, we were vexed when he got injured at the flipping under-21 competition. Yeah. Like, he was our player. We were like, oh my god.
Never mind him, bro. How many games has Chet Decore played for Crystal Palace, bro?
I don't. Let me even check these.
Remember that 70 mil is because it's gonna happen,
bro. I was just like, y'all are just no. You know who's the one though? I think I said this the other day. Someone tell me about Andre though.
I said this, bro.
Someone tell me about Andre. Please tell me what Andre's been doing in Brazil.
The Brazil League's become a bum ass league again now.
Now the Brazil League, no one cares about it. We don't even want to watch it. when these times we were doing up trying to watch sporting games the other day, bruv, check the Kure. Just guess how many games you think he's played in all competitions.
6.
Just a guess. More than 6.
11.
12.
Huh.
He's played 12 games this
I'm
whole
gonna tell
season.
you from them 12. I don't remember.
One of those was in the cup.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing.
Yeah, I don't even. I don't even remember seeing him play really this season. You know why? Because I didn't care about Chet Decore, so I wasn't checking for Chet Decore. But now, man, couldn't tell me anything about him. When before, this is what I'm saying about the opinions and the way that we keep looking at things. It's like 1 minute we're so fixated on something, whether it be a player that we want to sign, whether it be the form of one player, and then the second things either go left. I think even Decore got injured, by the way, at the beginning of the season. I'm sure he had an injury.
Yeah,
as soon as that happened, no one cared anymore.
Man was showing me videos of Andre like strangling people in Brazil and that. Like, I like his personality.
Man was showing. Listen, how about people were up at 3 a.m. watching Fluminense play? I was like,
yeah, remember the cup game because apparently he's got to win the cup with Fluminense first, and then he's ready to leave. So
and then he's gonna come to Liverpool. I was like, okay,
man, we're doing the stupid o'clock watches.
Yeah, bro, it was. Listen, I can't lie. You better dumb. I actually think you better actually dumb. Honestly, with Darwin finishing,
isn't at 4 a.m. on a Monday night.
4 a.m. watching like. And by the way, no problem if you all. So Steve, Michael, they're the only two I know who would actually do that on a regular basis in terms of the football.
Different time zones, bro. Different time zones. Man, ain't this thing. I mean, sacking off their 9 to 5 because they're up at 5 a.m. watching flamenco.
Watching Fluminense.
And the tweet,
bro.
Yeah, some man's missus definitely thinks that they're cheating.
Want to see a
goal
and assist. You want to see a goal and assist from our Thiago replacement? Like what?
No, you know what's so mad? It's not even that the missus even think they're cheating. The missus is gonna start wilding out, thinking, okay, so why are you doing a stream at 5 a.m. waking up everybody in the flipping house at this early hour? Babe, obviously, because we look like we might sign. I need content, kind of thing. What do you mean I need content? Is this paying you? You know, when you start having that conversation, what is this like? Are you making money from this? Nah, not really, but obviously we'll get there.
Have you seen that meme?
What?
I'm gonna send it to you, the video.
Yeah, send it to me now.
It's like the content creation thing.
No, send it to me now. Send it to me now. Honestly, the Dexy potential. Gakpo is very good, but Cody sometimes is a ghost, which is true. When he's out of form, he is bad. No, I agree. Yeah, he gets injured all the time. I love Callum Wilson, but it's annoying. I can only imagine, bro. I would be annoyed. It's like Jota. We're annoyed that he's always injured. So it's like, flip's sake, bro. Angel John Saka has 14 Premier League goals and 8 assists, but some fans are complaining about him. Yes, he may well be tired, but a tired Saka is still better than 8% of the right wingers in the Premier League. To be fair, the market in wingers is actually kind of shit. Yeah. But you're right. You are right. GOAT since 97. Hope you're doing well. Danzo Nunes is mad at this moment of time.
Bro, that's the extremist again, bro.
That's the extremist.
Dan scored what? Dan scored. After Brenton scored, man said, I've always said he should start. Always. You didn't know he existed yesterday.
You didn't even know he existed, bro. At the beginning of the season,
when I was watching the game the other day, all of a sudden there was like, oh my god, the world class goal. Okay, I get he scored a backheel in the youth game, bro, but it wasn't world class, bro. It was a good, bro.
It was just good, bro. But it's not even that. Beginning of the season, when we do like the player registration and that, obviously you don't have to register the player because he's part of the academy and because of his age, right? Was he even a player that 98% of the fan base was like, oh yeah, no, maybe, you know what I mean? Look, just keep your ear out for.
Bro, I watched them youth game and I wasn't looking at him like that. I was looking at the Trent Doherty, bro.
Exactly. That's the one player I looked at and was like not for the first thing. I just kept thinking, okay, he might be the next one I'll see at some point in time, kind of thing.
I can't be crazy, man. Remember that fan base losing their mind over Matthias Nunes going to Wolves?
Oh, don't get me started. Again,
now he doesn't even get.
No. How about Matthias Nunes or João Gomez?
João Gomez
went to Wolves, and we were all again. Oh, we should have got him before Wolves got him, man. This is why.
Enzo, why did we get Enzo for 12 million? Because he had an article and he said he wants to play for Liverpool. Bro, I tried to find this article, bro. I couldn't find it.
Bro, Michael, John, bro, you ready? Because you guys know I speak to you guys all the time. Like, like I'm not saying any of this, and it's like, oh yeah, you know what? He's just chatting shit, bro. I've said this 100 times.
I do Gary O'Neill, man. Respect my man, bro. That's my guy still.
Yeah, no, big up Gary. No, honestly, saying Brentford manager Thomas Frank is being considered by Liverpool if Ruben Amorim goes elsewhere. And again,
So Amrim's gone. Then we're gonna get Frank.
well, I don't. And the thing is, that obviously, big up, honestly, by the way, for putting that in. This is another thing. We talk about players, right? Like, do we judge them too quick? And we do that. The manager side of thing, that's it. And this is all football, by the way. This ain't even just at Liverpool fans, but I'm gonna go at you guys first. I keep saying it. Last season, if you said Klopp was gonna leave last season, and someone said to you, "Bring in De Zerbi," I promise you, most people would have been like, "Calm, I'll actually take that one." Like if he was amongst the options that you've got, and he was up there, you'd be like, "Okay, you know, I don't mind De Zerbi. We saw what he did last season, got Brighton into Europe, etc., etc." Fast forward to this season. The way I see people talk about De Zerbi with the utmost disrespect is crazy to me.
Nah, they're going to
you with my two eyes and listen with my 2 ears.
Nah, I'm enlightening something that I found hilarious last night, bro. Big up Coppish and that, bro. But the conversation, bro, man, I'm ready to die on this hill, bro. Now, I love Steven Gerrard, bro.
Oh yeah, Drift. That's why. Yeah, I heard you.
Drifty, come to the congregation.
Big up Coppish every time, man.
Now, Drifty lost his damn mind last night, bro. Just to prove a point that he does. And Callum was like, just say that you don't like the Zerbi. He's like, no, I ain't got a problem with him. But it's like, okay, so would you take Gerrard over the Zerbi right now? Yes. Okay.
But what was so mad?
He said he'd take Gerrard. No,
he said Gerrard over.
Not only that, he said he'll take Gerrard over Move. He said most of the managers that are linked to Liverpool, he'll take Gerrard over them, bro.
No, by the way, Cal, if you're listening, I heard you say that you'll take Gerrard over Emery. I'm sure I heard you say that.
He did say
and
that.
I was like, nah,
Matt
Cal.
was trying to fight the point that I'm like, I'm not dissing Gerrard and that, bro. And then Drifty's point, which is what everyone keeps trying to use against, he hasn't even won a trophy in a significant club.
Yeah. Which is the valid point, to be fair. I hear it if you put that as a point. I do hear it. Like, I'm not going to be against you if you said, if that was one of your reasonings, amongst other things, okay, I hear it. He hasn't won a trophy, which is true.
You have to then look at what clubs he's been at, innit?
That's what Matt's point was. Matt was like, well, if you haven't had the opportunity to with the clubs you've managed, then how are you going to win a trophy?
Big up Matt every time, because Matt was going to down the hill of the zero. I'm like, you might need to listen to Matt. Like I said, big up Coppish every single time, man.
Big him up, man. Big him up. But that just creased me.
Because
you know what it is? Drifty
over everything.
Drifty is team die on this hill. He'll die. Whatever he's made up his mind about, he'll die on that hill. And really, I know he just wanted to say, I just don't like the Zerbi. But he couldn't. He had to find any other reason to say, I don't want him.
Bro, sometimes this is the hill that we die on, man. It's a bit like me and Salah, man. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to die on that hill. Big up Steve again for the super chat. Imagine if Brighton beat Man City on Thursday. The Roberto De Zerbi revision is Jesus Christ, bruv. It will be mad.
They beat them with like 2
games
to go last season.
If Pep Guardiola leaves, you'll go to Man City, get De Zerbi, and City start bopping the place about like they're going another mad run. Everyone's going to look at it and be like, why didn't we get De Zerbi? We should have got him. FSG out. We told them. I was always saying we should get De Zerbi. You check the tapes, them man was screaming Amorim, Zidane, Nagelsmann was saying that they don't want De Zerbi.
Jerry, the last 2 games of last season, I think Man City had already won the league, and then they had Brighton after they won the league, innit? And they got smoked when Enciso scored that banger from far away. Then everyone was saying, then everyone was like, get De Zerbi in as a manager.
Big up Lannon, GTV and Savage. I'm hearing Jose. I just didn't even mention Jerry. I'm hearing Jose Mourinho to Liverpool. If true, we are finished.
We got Lannon, bro, but you're talking to the wrong person. I want
Mourinho. I
want the special one. I want the special one, man. I want
I don't want the normal one
anymore. Enough of boring German nonsense, man.
I'm okay now. We're finished with that one now. Let me get the special one. Because normal was able to get me normal things like an FA Cup.
Normal fried rice, special fried rice.
That's what I'm saying, man. To be fair to man who keep moaning about Klopp, he didn't tell you no lies, bro. He told you in the first conference, said I'm normal, bro. Stop the foolishness, man.
He said I'm normal, and he said I'll win at least one Premier League. I said, okay, cool. And he done that. So big up to him. The special one will come in and we'll do special things. Pause.
I'm here for
Captain Sal, Frank better bring Tony and Mbeumo with him. Yeah, well, that's what people are gonna be like. Yo, he better bring all of their best players.
That's what I
Like,
said about Lonzo. They named about five Leverkusen players. I'll bring you. I'm
Yeah.
like, football don't work like that, bro.
People don't work like that, and I don't even know many managers. I was still trying to find this though, because people kept telling me Ten Hag, and I was like, how many players from Ajax did Ten Hag
Ten
actually?
Hag's the closest to bringing players across.
Anthony, he wanted De Jong. Well,
But he
he's
got
brought players
Martinez.
he's worked with. But he's
Got
brought players he's
Martinez.
worked with. So Onana, Anthony, Amrabat. He worked with Amrabat beforehand.
When?
Hey man, he did
At
Utrecht.
in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands. Where's Amrabat before? Feyenoord, I think.
Yeah, and it was the Utrecht.
Yeah, Utrecht. That's it. Utrecht.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Savage would know that.
Leave it. Oh, fuck up, bro. Leave Amrabat alone.
The way I said shut up was so much vim.
Man, I've been picking on me with the Amrabat thing for time, bro. Just let me live, bro.
Nah, because you and Jerry wanted him. Jerry,
Yeah,
don't
but
act
let
like
me
you,
live, bro.
bro. You man were like, Jerry was saying, nah, Amrabat is the guy. Savage saying, yeah, nah, this. I'm like, shut up, bro. Both of you, shut up.
I wanted. No. I still think Amrabat's good. Like,
bro, Jerry, I'm not trying to hear
down
it,
on that hill. I'm down
Okay,
on that hill.
okay. Die on that one.
You know what Amrabat stops
Why am
with
I
even
changing
more?
my
Remember
mind?
that tackle he clamped Mbappe in the World Cup, bro?
Yeah, no, that's
I've
always got that in my mind,
bro.
It's not being utilised,
If that's what you've got in your mind, that's calm. Like, keep that tackle there, because you see that one tackle. Yeah, it's not helping Manchester United. You know, I don't see Manchester United using that tackle to help them.
But him selling at United and making them trash it makes me like him more, bro. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, I hear it.
But look at Ten Hag. You think Salah will be doing well under Ten Hag? Salah will be in a coffin by now.
But I don't think Ten Hag is actually as bad as he's being made up to look at Manchester United.
Bro, that Ajax team he had with them, man, bro. He was bopping the ball
bro,
around.
Bopping the ball about like there's no tomorrow. What you think you can bop the ball around with what McTominay and Wan-Bissaka and that?
Dusan Tadic and them, man, were bopping the ball around, boy.
Bro, man had De Jong, De Ligt, like he had a Van den Beek. That was another player he actually got
free Van den Beek every time.
No, but do you know what it is though? He had players, but he just benefited from like going to a club that had a system where the players just played a certain way in it, and they all understood each other. They all came from the academy. He was supposed to come and bring that to United, and clearly he was just a guy, he was just a face. He wasn't bringing. He had no system of his own. They're not playing. What style are they playing?
Called him a face, bro.
Wait, Gerrard is a great example for flip flops. I followed managerial career under 18s, really good. Rangers, really good. Villa, good. Then 10 bad games. People saying Gerrard is shit because of that.
Yeah, I maintain that I don't think Gerrard's a shit manager. The one for Liverpool, I think it's backwards from where you want to go from, but I don't think it's shit. It's just that,
I agree.
I told man I hated Thingy in it because I told man about Tyrone Mings. Man, know how much I hate Tyrone Mings, bro. And he sold Gerrard out, bro. As soon as Gerrard took the captaincy off him, bro, Villa turned shit.
Yeah,
sell out, bro. You know that he's on Gerrard's last game. What was it, 4-0 or something? They lost.
Yeah,
Tyrone Mings scored an own goal, gave a penalty away, bro. And then, bro, I'm like, nah, bro, this is a setup, bro.
I don't know if Gerrard's spoken about his time at Villa. I'd love to hear what he would say about it.
Nah, bro, you heard Gerrard, bro, in Saudi Arabia. Man was doing the Scouse Saudi accent, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Remember that clip in training when he told them to do something, everyone just stood still.
Everyone just trying to get them to do it. Like, yo, I was like, bro, like, yo.
And he brought Endo to do it because he had enough. He was like, why am I clapping? I mean, some field in the training ground.
But you bring Endo who can't speak the language as well. So two of you just going to be there like idiots.
You bring a Geordie across, bro, to speak, bro.
To speak. Like,
bro, Endo got to Saudi Arabia and said it's too hot. It's too hot.
Ridiculous. Big up Bajan in the building, man. Good morning to yourself, man. Good morning to yourself. Yeah, nah, bro, you lot. Honestly, some of the things that I do see though, and the thing is, we're all laughing, we're all bantering, and that's why we're laughing and bantering about this, because it's like it's so funny here. And by the way, I'm not saying you've got to just be always straight down the middle and always going to be seeing like sense and whatever kind of thing. You heard Jerry, you heard Savage about Amrabat. Cool, that's just their opinion. No problem. Obviously, they will come.
Why you keep bringing up that opinion?
You know, because it's the one opinion that we just spoke about, and it's the one that people will remember the most. The fact that you both liked Amrabat and you both wanted Amrabat.
Why you keep emphasizing his name, bro? I know what his name is, bro.
Like I said, bro, because I need people to understand so I can get my point across. So because of the fact that Jerry and Savage liked Amrabat, they can stay with that opinion.
No, G. Why don't you use a player that you like that didn't really turn out that well?
Go on, name a player who didn't turn out that well.
You tell me. I'm saying you tell me. I'm not.
Bro, I don't have
I'm
no.
not the type of guy to expose you. I'm just saying.
No, bro. I was just about to say something. Why as well? Okay, let me think of a player. Let me think of a player who I liked and hasn't turned out well.
Look at him, he's like, I don't have bad football takes. It's going to take a while.
I was going to say, I already have bad football takes, if I'm being honest. But I'm genuinely trying to think. Chelsea. I don't know if you can count.
Jackson, you were gassing Jackson in the summer. You were gassing.
Yeah, Jackson's calm though. But Jackson's calm though. But Jackson's calm. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Would you take Jackson or Nunes?
Change the subject, bro. You're gonna start.
All right.
Don't ask that question.
Okay, then I'm taking Jackson anyway. But
I ain't gonna lie, though, after that Man City game I saw the other day, bro. I don't.
Say that again.
There might be more alike than you think, Jackson and Nunes, bro.
Oh, listen, I think they're very much alike as players. In fact, I just think that Nunes is probably more of a busybody than like a Jackson. But
busybody's crazy still.
Yeah, but he is a busybody. Like
that sounds like a nosy old woman, bro. Man, call him a busybody.
Yeah, but that's how Nunes plays, like a nosy old woman. Like he's always in everyone's business. He's always in the way.
Cleans the front yard and that.
Yeah,
takes the bins out. Busybody, keeps busy.
Nunes will stand you up, bro, and there's no fear in the defender's face at all, bro.
Yeah, none whatsoever. But I guarantee he probably gets past you just because he's got pace and
as long as there's space in behind, bro. But I seen him try to stand up Anderson and them, man. They just looked at him, bro.
Yeah, you can't stand up to certain defenders who are like, no, I'm actually really about this defending thing. I will bring you down if I have to. But if you come up against certain other defenders, it might be a bit sticky for them. Honesty's asking. Question: do you guys think if Chelsea need to sell Caicedo, would you take him at LFC? I would. I think Chelsea's system doesn't suit a Caicedo 100%.
Yeah. I'm not paying me that much money for him though.
No. I'm not paying that kind of fee. I'm not paying that fee, but I would definitely take him. Like Caicedo, bro. Caicedo's cold, man. I just think being at Chelsea is being at Chelsea, bro. I've seen Chelsea sign Shevchenko and he looked dead, and we're talking about Crespo.
Yeah, if you want to go and die as a striker, bro, go to Chelsea, bro.
Go to Chelsea. And if you want to die as a player, go to Manchester United. Doesn't matter what position you play.
Man, you'll finish it, bro.
You'll just be shit. Question for the panel: if Amorim doesn't sign, would you take Jose Mourinho for a year stint?
Yes. Listen, I take Mourinho over Amorim anyway, all day.
Like that. It's Mourinho Amorim regardless. Like, as in, I wanted that to even be considered as an option. Obviously, I want
to B-Tech. Why do I want to B-Tech Portuguese, man? I want the OG special one. I want the best Portuguese man around.
Bro. And he's had enough rest as well. He's been resting, bro. He's been doing podcasts and that. He's chill. He's ready, bro. Bro,
I think he's been, you know what I mean? He's been learning a bit of scouts in the background, bro. He's had time to just chill, Higuain.
The thing is, the last time he had a break like that, what happened? He came back to Chelsea and did what?
Won the Prem.
Won the damn league.
People.
I saw a man in the chat yesterday. So when we mentioned this, everyone's like, "I won't be welcome," bro. And I know we brought up then, "Won't be welcome at Anfield." Trust me, bro. The way he's passionate, bro. Liverpool fans take to Mourinho real quick, bro.
But they're trying to say, because like I saw it today, before we came on the show today. There was a picture that kept going around.
When he told us to shush.
No. Apparently, it's even worse than that. It's when he's holding up the Sun newspaper. So obviously they're trying to say, Liverpool.
Oh yeah, and he's saying the special one. Yeah, and he said the special one returned.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing that to smite Liverpool fans.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't even doing it. It's because remember the Sun, innit? The Sun newspaper.
No one knows, but like, forget it.
And I just left that one. I just left that that conversation.
You're not a real Liverpool fan, Savage. Like, why does G even have to explain himself? He says the Sun.
No. He knew.
You should know your place, man.
I think as long as the manager, when he comes into Liverpool, knows the culture properly, that's fine.
But he does, though. I feel like he would come in straight away and just know what gone. Like
you heard him, bro. I watched it when Champions League final. Him and Arsene Wenger talking about Liverpool. He loves Liverpool, bro. It's not like he supports them and that, bro, but he loves it, man.
Nah, he's honestly. I just think that the way that we're moving with managers, players, bro, it's just too far. Like the the flip-flopping with the manager thing bugs me more than probably even the players, because I can't understand what has changed with, like, it's not like, for example, De Zerbi's had 5 years in the Premier League as an example, and it was 5 years ago that we spoke about him, and in those preceding years he's just done nothing. He's been dead. He's finished 10th, 12th, 14th, scraped relegation one season, and man are still talking about him like, no, he should. Then I would understand, because I'll be like, okay, man's been here for a few good years, fair enough. Bro, man's only been here for 2 years anyway. I just like the football. That's all I like about it. I like the football. I like the way he plays. I think the way he plays is dope. So I would want that in my team. You're asking me, well, who do I want as manager? I don't care about his hair. I don't care about his mannerisms and all of that. Bro, I'm good with all of that. I don't care what you're doing on that side. Just manage the football team, do what you need to do, and go. Mourinho will do the same thing. Come in, just manage the team, get them riled up, have it us against the world if you have to. I'm good with that. Let's just go. That's it. Let's just go. All of this, yeah, Alonso, because he played for Liverpool for like 3 years. He won the Champions League. He's got an affinity with the club. He understands the fan base. So, of course, he would be the best option moving forward.
Stop that, man. He knows the club. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? My homeboys done a 10 stretch and come out, and there's different stuff in my city, bro. They don't know the place no more, bro. They don't know the place. Said, oh, sorry. Man came and asked me, bro, one of my brothers come and asked me, where's JJB, bro? I said, JJB, blood. This ain't 2000, bro.
First of all, anybody who comes out of jail, big up to the man them inside. Anybody who comes out of jail telling me, ask me about, yo, JJB.
Man said I want to football bitch for kick around. I said, nah, big man. There's other places, bro. That's not a real place.
Man said, yeah, I'm trying to get a pair of trackies from Lily Whites and that. Lily Whites,
you know.
Can we go get pick 'em up from Woolworths and that, bro? Woolworths.
Bro, Woolworths. That's what that shit goes down. Fuck it, though. New content incoming. Bro, but we see people tell me if Amorim was coming, nah, Nunes will cook under Amorim. Brother, how about we don't even know if
Carvalho will cook under Amorim? Carvalho will cook under Amorim.
Carvalho will cook under Amorim. I'm like, Donny probably won't even get into the first team, let alone him cooking underneath this manager. You lot are so silly, man. Michaelton said all of these teams
Mourinho, man. Nunes will be gone under Mourinho, man. Mourinho will look at him and be like, he is not good enough.
Probably so. Mourinho only deals with bad boy strikers anyway, so I can't.
Mourinho's taking one of them missed chances, bro, as a block. Yeah. After that, it's over with, bro.
Yeah, he'll allow him one like guilt-edged missed chance, and it'd be like,
you see that's
you convert him to a wing back. You just convert him to a wing back in the Carabao Cup. You'll be playing at left back.
Yeah. I bet you play sick in that wing back position. I bet you play sick. I just feel
one more of them through balls that Sabaz he's trying to play for the opposite team, but Mourinho's kicking him out, bro.
Oh no, Mourinho's kicking him out, bro. Man, and the thing is, Mourinho needs like a Kante type of SE type of guy in there as well.
Did you hear what he done with? Did you guys watch what he done with Bastian Schweinsteiger?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So I was listening, and I was like, it seemed like from Manchester United's perspective and from Mourinho's, it was more of like a obviously lack of communication from Mourinho's end, but then also from Manchester United, because it seemed like United, the club, wanted to sell him. Above him, they kind of wanted to sell him. So he was let Mourinho. Obviously, they've told Mourinho we kind of want to get rid of because of his injury record.
But man didn't even speak to him. Man just said, yeah, you're not training, but you're training with the under 16s. Are you taking a piss?
Imagine you taking a piss.
Imagine a legend as well, bro.
Imagine he did that to Van Dijk. Imagine he just came in and said, I actually don't need your type of defense.
You know what, Creasman, bro? When Gary said to him, did it bother you? It's like, yeah, because you know when you know that you're better than some of the players, and then he went quiet and Gary said, who are the players? He said,
yeah, who are the players? He's like, name the players, bro.
He said, you know who the players were.
You know who the players are. I went back to look at the team. I started busting up.
But then he actually said it.
Yeah, man said Morgan Schneiderlin and Fellaini.
He had Morgan Schneiderlin, Fellaini. He said very cleverly.
When he was naming the players, I was like, yeah, but the thing is, what's so mad is he's not lying though. Like he's blatantly better than all of these players that are actually better than them. Barca, Juve, Bayern, AC Milan, Dortmund, Man United, and Liverpool will all be looking for new managers come the end of the season. Yes, I agree. And this is why I say with the whole Liverpool job, that's why I'm telling people, like, we need to stop this. Me and Savage spoke yesterday, this snobbery that we've got with the manager situation. Bearing in mind, the same Amorim who, these times, we're not even competing with those teams for Amorim. Man's competing with West Ham for Amorim, you know? Not even competing with Barca, Juve, Bayern, AC, Dortmund. Like I said, people, let's stop the snobbery. Let's stop all the foolishness, because the reality is these are the kind of people who top managers are probably going to end up going to anyways.
If the Serbians are at Barcelona, it's curtains for people.
It's curtains, yeah. He'll go to thing, and that'll make me happy anyway. As long as if he goes to Liverpool or Barca, I'm good.
The Barca one suits his football, bro, and it's problems.
And I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good, man. Oh God, you people, you do make me laugh. You do make me laugh. Is there any news just before we head out? I'll go through a couple of questions. If there's any news that pops up this afternoon, of course I'll be back. We've got the okay, let me just share the screen here. Dun, dun, dun. I just see Fabrizio. It's so funny because I just pressed refresh and I just see Fabrizio Romano just posted something about Amorim. Okay. Can you guys see? Yeah, you can. Cool. Ruben Amorim update. Understand after initial round of talks, it's highly unlikely to see Amorim as the new West Ham manager. Look at how life changes. Discussions not expected to advance after meeting in London. Talks on standby with Liverpool since last week. Amorim is keeping his options open. Why is he trying to move like a bad bee?
Nah, man trying to keep us on standby, dickhead and that.
Bro, trying to move like a bad bee. Like, what do you mean you're keeping your options open? So
man's dating bare clubs and that, bro.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. He's dating bare clubs whilst also having a partner at this current moment in time. Yeah, nah. This is the type of guy that. This is why I said yesterday. I was like, I hear it. Obviously, from his own perspective, I get it, because he'd be elevating his own stature within football by moving to, say, the Premier League as an example. But if Liverpool are in a position where we don't know if he's really fully on joining Liverpool and stuff like that. I don't know if I want that kind of, you know what I mean, that kind of attitude. Like, I kind of just need you to be like, yeah, I want to stay. I want to come in. Can't lie, Fab used to be a man for the streets. Now he's just a Chelsea reporter. Yeah, I hear it. The thing is, I still flex with Fabrizio, but nah, I do hear it. Get Arnie slot. Ruben can go away.
Arnie's the thing again. Is that the final manager?
Yes.
I like how he looks.
Like you said,
other clubs, something like that. If we're being honest, man, it'll be some underground like manager we don't know, and it'll just be like, oh yeah, like Gregory Smack or something like that from like, I don't know, Vitesse, and it's like, yeah, this is a manager, bro.
Like you said, other clubs looking for managers. Don't blame him for having a look. But it goes back to what I've always said. We need to stop acting like we're the crown jewels, like as if we're the club like Real Madrid, where you're not necessarily going to really look around if Real Madrid come knocking in for you. Like, we're not that type of club. We are in the mix of all these other clubs where it's like, yeah, I might go Liverpool, but the job at Liverpool is going to be different to the job at, say, Manchester United.
Yeah,
you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just mad.
Well, Xavi and Tuchel just swap jobs with Barcelona and Bayern.
Bro, imagine if that happened. Amorim loves Liverpool. He wouldn't reject us. All right, cool. If that's how you feel, bro. By the way, I'm not saying, even yesterday when we did the stream, I didn't say he wasn't coming. I just reading out what they're trying to say in terms of.
Anyone want to bet that his uncle supports Liverpool or something?
Yeah. A bit like Jude's dad. It'll be like something like that. I can't lie. That Jude stuff, that was hilarious back then. Like,
we had the Mbappe one as well, remember? His mum loves
Liverpool. His mum supports Liverpool, and that's the club that he looked at and read to tear. I was like, I didn't know that plays a factor in some of these players' minds, but fair enough. If he grew up as a little boy in Paris and said, I'd love to move to Merseyside, then fair play to him.
Yeah, when we all seen the pictures of him as a kid with Ronaldo all over the wall.
With Ronaldo all over the walls, like, fair enough. If that's the case, then I hear it. Jordan Henderson was at Liverpool yesterday, and the Amorim news came out yesterday. Yeah, why was he there? I saw him. I saw the pictures. He was there in training.
No, he's what's it called? He's applying for the manager role, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I'm here for it, man. Hendo and Pep Linda's blood. Run it back.
Okay, fair enough. You guys heard it here.
I was definitely in silence from you two, bro. Man didn't even breathe. You know? Man just looked at me.
I like I said, I didn't.
Like,
guys in the chat,
like a whole, bro.
People in the chat right now, if you could have any option that's not Alonso, who would you take? from all the names that have been posted out, just drop a name, people. Don't need the backstory as to who his kids are and that. I just drop a name in the chat. Who would you take as Liverpool manager moving forward? I'd love to know.
Gee, there's been some news as well. Gary O'Neill's been interviewed for the Liverpool manager position.
Bad man.
Are you serious?
Bad man.
Yeah.
Who? Let me see. Hold on.
Road End podcaster said it. Someone else has said it now. Terry has said it. Grizz has said it. Grizz has said it as well.
Grizz said it as well.
Yeah, Grizz O'Neill ready for Liverpool. I'd say no, but I do rate him.
Run it. How come somebody put Ashley Barnes in the chat? Bloody place.
Yeah, Gary O'Neill it is, man. It's going to be someone British. They've done Brendan Rodgers before, man. It's going to be Gary O'Neill.
I like Gary O'Neill.
He's been at Liverpool before. Got a good relationship with Michael Edwards. They're boys.
Oh, okay. I just see it now.
Run it, man.
Just see it. Davo C. Cop just said it. Hey, M's your guy.
Davo Cop.
You
guys can see it up here.
Yeah. Blues playing good football or something.
Gary Neville has been interviewed for the Lou. I swear the fan base will lose their minds, bro. I promise.
No, they haven't. Do you know what they're saying? Oh, it wasn't my first choice, but I'd be up for him. They play good football. He's an up and coming man. Like, no, the flip flops that started now already.
I swear, I'm gonna start doing like a Twitter, show where I just go on Twitter and just read comments and stuff because they make me laugh. Dave, please tell me you're having us on here, like Gary O'Neill Reds. Ha 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 ha. From Klopp to O'Neill, we'll be there for the downfall. Rotted. Yo, that's deep.
Respect Gary, man.
Oh, look. Yeah, look at that video, Gary O'Neill. The Klopp fist pump is alive.
Yeah. It's all mad, you know. It's actually all mad. But I think the fan base will generally have... bro, they were having a meltdown at Amorim even talking to West Ham. So imagine you go a bit lower than that, and then you say, yeah, no. But I do actually think he does play good football, though. That's the maddest thing.
No, I like him, man. When he was on Monday Night Football breaking down what they try to do and how they try to play, I was like, yeah, this guy, he understands the ball.
Yeah,
man.
He definitely knows. He got fingered, didn't he? He kept Bournemouth up and then they sacked him.
Yes. Look what he's doing with Wolves now. Werewolves. With no money as well.
10th, I think.
With no money.
They got 10 injuries. They got bare injuries, bro. I like the way he plays still. I like the way he plays football still. So.
Honestly saying, I'm telling you, we get O'Neill and he loses a match, Twitter will go and say, bro, of course. I would love to even hear the fan. I'm going to the first game. Fuck it, run it. I'm going to the first game that if we get a Gary O'Neill, I'm going to the very first game. I just want to hear the crowd. Like,
forget that. We got them last game of the season.
Oh, yeah, we do.
What's Man City drop points and we only need to beat Wolves, bro, and Gary O'Neill beats Liverpool, bro. Watch what happens, bro.
What did I literally say the other day? Yeah, no, you did. You actually did. Brendan Rodgers played good footy before us, so he did. He actually did.
Swansea, no.
Well, Swansea winning.
Brendan's all out.
Danny Graham, Dyer, Routledge, front three.
Yeah. Cold team, bro.
We say it ends what? You're not on the Gary O'Neill train. Come on, you might as well just jump on it. Why not?
You might as well, man. It's calm. It's actually a vibe. It's that Klopp, but just British. Yeah. Good
football.
And he's a good talker as well. He's actually, I hear him in interviews. I hear him a lot. He's actually a very, very good talker. Like I said, guys.
Remember how the season started? They got like 3 VAR decisions against him in the first couple of games, and he was
United. Yeah, the United one was crazy. That's
when Onana clapped him, man. Yeah.
No. Honestly, he's not a bad manager. He's actually not a bad manager. This is me not joking. He's not a bad manager.
Now I realize everyone thinks that we're joking, bro.
I'm not actually joking. I don't think he's a dead. Like, that's not a name where, obviously, Arnie Slot, I don't know much about him, so I know
more about Gary O'Neill than
So if you ask me between the two, I'll probably just say Gary O'Neill just for the sake of saying Gary.
Let's be honest, all of you lot know more about Gary O'Neill as well, bro. Stop lying to yourself, man.
Yeah, and he was at Liverpool.
Ed's one of them, man. He can bring Neto and Nori with him.
Yeah, and Kilman as well. We need a left-sided centre back.
Hey, but I said when they asked about the centre back, I want to Kilman, bro. I think it's cold, bro.
I think he's good as well. And he's British.
Yeah. Like
that helped us with the quota and that. Pressure will be too much for him. Look at what happened to Potter at Chelsea. But again, I feel like at these clubs, it's different though. Like Liverpool, we're not a circus anyway. Like Chelsea are a circus. Manchester United are a circus. Like you go there and you see them clowns jumping. Like we don't really have all of that kind of stuff. Like at Liverpool.
Yeah, with the
So I don't-
Chelsea one, bro, there's no way that in like 2-3 years they've had 5 managers, bro, and all of them have failed, bro. It's not.
yeah, exactly.
Managers keep getting there with a promise of something and realizing, oh, you're not buying the players, we are, bro. You just got to
Yeah.
do what you want with them. Potter's a good manager, man. Potter doesn't all of a sudden become a shit manager because of what happened to Chelsea. He's a good manager.
Yeah, no. Listen, look, like I said, guys, we're in a situation now where the manager market isn't even that great anyway. So just be happy with really the choice that you even do get. There might be some.
Be surprising. If Liverpool got O'Neill, bro, Potter in that Wolves, bro, makes sense.
Makes sense.
And his thingy in it is from the ends, is from the Midlands and that, bro. I know, like, stay close on that. So good for him still.
Potter's a mad one because he's got a lot of experience, like in other countries.
Yeah. He's good, man.
Other teams he's managed. He's not just managing England, so he has got that.
Chelsea was the wrong club, man. And to be fair, people can't blame it, but you got to take that job, innit? If you got Chelsea come, you have to take that job, bro.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can, and obviously you believe in what you can do yourself. Same when everyone was like, "Why did Lampard leave Derby to take?" Shut up, bro. Of course he's gonna take the Chelsea job. Talking about. I know it didn't work out for him, bro. He had the Chelsea job twice, bro.
But you know what's even mad though? Look how much Chelsea had to pay Brighton. You think Brighton were like, maybe you should go.
Exactly, bro.
Maybe you should go. Like
it's like when everyone's like, "Oh, Tuchel shit," and I'm like, bro, I watched him in the Champions League with Chelsea, bro, and I remember Liverpool trying to play it. We couldn't beat them.
Yeah. What do you man think of Jesse? I wouldn't take him at Liverpool, but
American done.
Yeah.
I just like him. I don't care about him as a manager, bro. I watch him on Paramount with Kate Abdo and that, bro. It's funny still, but as a manager, nah. He was managing Leeds in the Prem.
Leeds, yeah.
Actually, nah. He's just funny, bro. If I don't footballing terms, nah, not me. The other Leeds manager though, what's his name again? The one who can't speak English.
Who, Bielsa?
Bielsa, bro. I like Bielsa.
I kind of like him, but I almost feel like his football is like. I mean, it's catered to
any man who can stay squatted on their calves for a whole game is a serious guy.
Bro, for a whole game, you know.
Crazy game, man. I remember man was sending spies to the training ground and that blood.
Yeah, for real. I said I'd rather say Jody Marsh. That's actually mad. If I see Steven Gerrard as my manager, then I might have to be physical. What? I might have to be physical, you know. Yo, is that how much Mando wants Steven Gerrard? Gagging deep, regardless of who comes, a drop-off from title contenders to competing for UCL, but appointment will determine how long it will take for us to get back to competing for major honours.
Yeah, good.
And that's why I said it doesn't matter who the manager is, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not bothered anymore because you're gonna get a drop-off, bro. You're losing one of the best managers for some either up and coming, unless you can get Zidane through the door or something like that. I don't see it.
There's only really Zidane and Mourinho in it.
Yeah, they're the only ones who are like who won things like.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Slot won the Eredivisie last season, and this season he won the Dutch Cup. Also, his team got a never say die attitude, and their captain Gertruda is cold. And yes, I'm a bit biased. I'm not dissing him as a manager.
Everyone else told me that it was a Farmers League, so that's fine. Don't have to worry about what he won there.
Bro, ever since we heard about Arnie,
everyone who tells me that one of them leagues are Farmers League, don't talk to me about managers coming from there, bro, and keep bigging them up. It makes no sense.
Yeah, Ancelotti as well, but he's not coming. He's not leaving Real Madrid for Liverpool.
I think he probably takes an international job after he's done at Madrid. Then,
but there was those talks about him going to Brazil potentially.
But still, yeah.
Look, I'm here for the skullduggery and to part of these sport fans crying about what he said years ago, and he managed Man U. Jose in. Would you take Didier Deschamps
from France? It's a weird one, isn't it? Because in managing international football, it's a certain period you're managing for. So I don't know. And France have like the most talented football team as well. So I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if I would take him.
I don't think I'd be mad at it. I just probably wouldn't pick him as my first choice, bro.
Yeah. Bajan, it's early in the morning. It's afternoon here. I don't know what your beef is with bold people, but we just need to kill that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're cool people.
Isn't Bajan bold?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Jerry got a villain laugh, you know, bro. Just
chill out on the ball thing, man. Like, allow us, man. Like, we didn't do anything wrong. For God's sake. How much time are you willing to give the next manager to get us back to competing for major honours? I can't be dealing with 4 years.
4 years. I want a 4-year project, bro. Year 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Heck, 5. Let's make it a 5-year project, man.
Let's put it this way.
Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey.
What year? How old are you when you go to primary school? Sorry, when you go to secondary school. What age do you
11.
start secondary school?
11.
All right, my
11
son's
to
4.
16.
So, I can't wait 7 years. That's a long time.
You can't wait till you're something senior school. Man.
No, but I was trying to figure out. That's what I was asking. How old are you? I was like, I can't make my son wait 7 years. But to be fair, I waited 30. So does it even really matter? Like,
Yeah, my son's 15, bro. I can't be having us winning a title when my son's 21, blood. Loud.
21, 21st birthday in that year, boy. Hey, it could be a special year. Could be a special year. Let's put it this way. By the time my son's in, what's the thing that you do? What it SATs? Yeah, by the time he's doing the SATs, like, so that's maybe like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, I'll give it 4 years. I'm like I said, I don't care. Like, I actually don't care. Like, bring whatever manager you want to bring in. Man will just judge him when he gets it. Like, I'll see when he actually is here.
Obviously, everyone has expectations of what they want, and I've always just like how Chelsea were before, and that minimum they were winning the trophy, bro. It was not happening without the title challenge and the trophy, bro.
Yeah. So just challenge, and then I'll be fine. Like, okay, but it will be more down to yes, I'm saying, bro. So what's your beef with?
Well, if Guardiola leaves though, in like the next year,
that's different.
Then my expectations go up, bro, because you're not dealing with him anymore. So you better win the title, innit?
Exactly. Big up, Kels, for the super chat. Appreciated. I hope you are doing bless. Telling you now, Mourinho will not step 1 foot in Anfield. The bloke worked for that rag paper. I told you about the paper. Anfield would get burnt down by supporters.
I mean,
I hear it.
I could give better examples of people who have done stuff that. Yeah, I mean,
Gee, even red men are now saying well with a picture with a gif of Gary O'Neill doing the fist pump. I got a feeling Gary O'Neill's the guy, you know.
Run it.
It makes sense.
Run it, Gary.
The red men's thing.
Run it.
You know they might know 1, 2, 2.
Because when they start posting tweets, that's how you know. Yeah, you know what? Because they got inside, innit? They've just got a few inside.
Yeah, they got the. Well, I just seen that they just posted up something now saying, "Is Gary O'Neill good enough to be Liverpool manager?"
That's gonna be the same. That's like,
he's worked for the club though. He's worked for the club.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's like, is man good enough to date your daughter? And that, I don't want no man dating my daughter, bro. Boy, I don't even have one.
Yeah, the reality is, I actually don't want anyone dating my daughter.
Wolves got a match tomorrow, isn't it? Against Bournemouth.
Is it tomorrow? Oh, okay.
So that means his press conference is today, bro. They're gonna ask him anyway. They're gonna ask him.
Yeah.
Watch the views go up on the Wolves press conference today,
bro. Liverpool fans are gonna be locked in like there's no. And I guarantee, there's gonna be someone who's gonna come out with a video. Or sorry, no, not video, because that's a bit too close. They're gonna come out with a tweet talking about how he plays. But I promise you, all season, I've not seen one person talk about, yeah, you know what, man, he does play with a 3 at the back, and then sometimes he's got the one centre back who actually slots into the midfield. He is, really, really good. I guarantee it. I can see it already. I can fully see it.
There's always that one dude on YouTube that anyone time is a G store. Anytime someone's linked to Liverpool, the video says "Welcome to Liverpool." A man just photos.
Oh yeah, I love those videos. I actually love those.
He made bare. He must love these kind of rumors, and it makes him bare money.
Yeah, of course it would, because then people just gravitate straight towards those kind of things. Tafsir said, "Why not Hansi Flick? Has he done something?" I don't know. I honestly don't know. You have to ask Ramen that. That's his people. Then I haven't got a clue about any of that. Lannon's saying Ruben Amorim update. Understand, obviously, after initial round of talks, it's highly unlikely to see Amorim as new West Ham manager. Yeah, discussions not expected to advance after meeting in London. Yeah, man. Spurs wanted Slot. Yeah, I remember before Postecoglou came in, they wanted Arnie Slot, but I'm sure he turned them down to stay at Feyenoord. I'm sure he did.
He did turn them down.
I'm sure he did. He got no filter with Slot. He got no filter when the refs are on a madness. He calls them out, but Dutch people are like that. Yeah, Dutch people are quite.
Say that. Dutch people are like that anyway. Isn't it?
They are quite blasé with these kind of things. So, yeah, man. It's actually very, very. Yeah. Big up, Mike. Yep, we did it for Amorim. We're gonna do a tactics board for Gary O'Neill very, very soon, bro. 100%. If we find out he's the front runner, Jose will get us trophies. Which I care about. Don't care what the football looks like. I want results. I told you.
I'm ready for shithouse football. I told you, scumbag football, bro. I'm ready for it, bro.
Simeone settings.
1-0, part of the bus, blood. Yo, trust me, you all of a sudden you see Shimikas running through walls for a manager. Telling you won't be tired no more.
Yo, guys, if you're in the chat, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be having some more content coming out over these next few days. Yeah, I'm gonna close this out in the next 2 minutes. I'm hungry. GTV Mourinho interviewed for LFC, but the board opted for Benitez as he was more suited to the LFC way of doing things. What could have been, I know, right? Having said that, Benitez he was shagged by the board. Yeah, he was at that time.
But that was thinking about taking Gillette though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's in Gillette. Yeah, that was a bit mad during that period of time.
Didn't everyone say that Edward's got the Portuguese thing going on? Like, then Marino's Portuguese, bro. You know what I mean? Connection and that. But...
I keep telling you, bro, we keep putting 2 and 2 together and getting 9. Michael Edwards and Klopp definitely clashed. The next manager will be a yes man. Edwards' ego is big, but man telling me Edwards coming back is a good thing. So I don't know. That
Edwards and Klopp clashing thing is a myth, bro. We have no evidence of it. None, bro. Until I hear Edward say anything, because every time they ask Klopp about Edward, he says nice things, bro.
No, it's true. Ends saying, but it's not really breaking news if Liverpool are looking for managers and he's on the short list. Are these managers saying he's manager now? I think it's just about the stages of where some of these conversations are even getting.
I guess there is only 5 games left, so
yeah, it's going to keep intensifying with each passing game, and I feel like the rumors start to change dependent on the result. I.e., if Liverpool lose the derby tomorrow, guaranteed the rumors will intensify even more so. Even though he's already
bro. Sean Dyche, bro.
Listen.
Hey, he told us, man, when he was growing up, he was a Liverpool fan.
Yeah. Listen, I want to go to Barbados, by the way. Anyway, Bajan.
We got Sean Dyche, bro. Bring him in, man.
I've been trying to go to Barbados. I can't even lie. Safety first. Gary and Wolves have been robbed by VAR refs this season. So what happens to Liverpool if he is chosen as Liverpool manager? He's saying he's going to bring that bad energy that we've already got in terms of VAR.
Jamie Carragher would never be a manager, bro. But he's actually one of the ones I think would be a good manager, bro.
I think he would just be a good assistant, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Like a better version of a Pep Linders. Yeah, Pep knows his football. As much as he annoys me, he knows his football. Like, he knows his football. Gagandy, even before Hicks and Gillette as well, we had Rick Parry and then, man, £10 million for Danny Alves, David Villa. Don't get me started on back in the day.
Yeah, Simao and the Grado was linked as well, isn't it?
Oh, Simao, bro. Every summer it was like that. I kept seeing it. All right, people, we're going to close it out here. We'll be back. If anything drops this afternoon, excuse me, or this evening, I will be back and then we'll talk about it. I might just do a show anyway later on if I get bored. Once I finish watching my series, I'm going to watch Shogun because everyone keeps talking about it. But I was waiting for the season finale to come out first. Like, I saw it's come out today. So I said, all right, cool. Now I can watch it because I don't like doing 1 episode a week. So yeah, going to do that. Sorry?
Arsenal Chelsea tonight, Emirates.
Yes. No. Yes. Emirates. Cole Palmer apparently will be missing the game as well.
I might watch Leicester Southampton as well, man. That's on today, same time.
No. Come on, Mr. Tibbs. I'm here every morning, 10:30 a.m. We're here with vibes, and man. Tomorrow I've got the show as well. If I don't do a show later on today, we've got the preview for the match, the Merseyside derby tomorrow at 10:30. So I'll obviously catch you guys in the morning at the latest. But if anything pops up, I will be back. Sav, you got anything popping for the people?
I got WWE Raw review in like 5 minutes.
Okay, cool.
But that's only if you watch wrestling. If you don't, then piss off. Don't come over. And then that's it.
Bajan said he got a hate along. Oh no, go and watch Savage's reaction to. I remember you did say in the video though you wanted to rewatch it again. Wolverine and
yeah. I need to do fingers. I know Froze as well. I need to do breakdown of fingers. Do you hear Quavo's diss track?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do okay. I beg you do that.
Can't lie though. His diss track sucked, but I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No. Do a breakdown, but yeah, people. We'll be back potentially later on today, but please make sure you smash a like, share, and subscribe to the damn channel. Keep the notification bell on. You will see what's coming up. Gary O'Neill, welcome to Liverpool.